I have had it all. I have been single, I have been married, I've been separated. I can guide you. I've been everywhere. You know, get the calls where I never go for this country. I've been with social service. I had 3 social workers. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Augusta Good. You don't say like 4 months now I've been off YouTube. It's been a long time. It's like forever to me. First of all, before I start, I have to say thank you to everyone. I have to say thank you, especially to those people who have been sending message on Instagram, on Facebook, asking where I've been, asking if I've left YouTube. No, I haven't left YouTube. Just that, in life, when, president they grow, in life, you need to like sit down and take stock, sit down and check where you're coming from and where you're going to. In all you do, you need to like sit back and watch and see how things are going. My last video on YouTube was 4 months ago, which was in July. I didn't do YouTube up to August, September, October, November, and this is December 3rd, and I'm out again. Guys, I'm here for good. We're not go anywhere. We can't stay. This YouTube we day here. I want to first of all say sorry, guys. It was not a planned thing. I didn't plan to leave YouTube. I didn't plan to take a break, but it just came. Because I'm trying to have a redirection on YouTube. I no longer find it fun. I no longer enjoy coming to YouTube and just talking about gossiping celebrities and all that. It's no longer fun to me. It's not my pathway. Like, it's not what actually brought me to YouTube. I stumbled on it and it just sweets me. I just did one, they go. But however, as person they grow, I thought to myself, like, you have to have a redirection on what you're doing on YouTube. You have to sit back and take stock and ask yourself, is this what you're meant to do here? I didn't come to YouTube to make money. No, I got up to more than 10,000 subscribers and more than the set amount of views before I decided to monetize. So I didn't come to YouTube to make money. Actually, I came to YouTube to teach. I came to YouTube to mentor people. I came to YouTube to like open up some things to people. Like, I came to YouTube to like just speak, like just talk within my mind. I didn't come to YouTube to make money. So for a long time now, I've not really gotten anything from YouTube, and I know if they think, I know if they feel it not even affect my finance or anything. So that shows to you guys that YouTube is not, I'm not here for the money. I'm here for you guys on YouTube. So we're having a redirection on this whole thing. Even if I'm going to talk about celebrities, it has to align with my initial motive. The main reason why I opened the YouTube channel, it has to align with that. If it doesn't align with that, it is a no. I decide to niche down to speaking to people about relationship, marriage, divorce, life in the UK, marriage in the UK. I have seen a lot in my last 4 months away from YouTube. I have seen a lot, and from each and every should I say story, matter, or issue that comes to me, I keep having this clearer view of where God is directing me to, or where God is redirecting me to. So it has given me this hunger. Yeah, that's the word. It has given me this hunger for like, oh, I have to. These are the people that God has sent me to. These are the people God has sent me to. From my write-up, from the way I talk to people, from the way people come to me, from the way I help them look for solutions, from what I have embedded in me, I know that I am more than enough. I am more than YouTube celebrity gossip. I am more than just a content creator. I'm not just a content creator. I am more than that. I have a message for people. I have a message for my generation. I have a message for women of my generation. I believe, like Esther, that God has brought me out for just a time like this, for a reason, because I have seen a lot. Oh, I have seen a lot since the advent of this health visa thing and this rush into the UK. I have seen a lot. I have seen marriages broken. I have seen children being taken away. I have seen a lot. And for a woman who has been in the UK for more than a decade, yes, I've been in the UK for more than 10 years. I have I've raised children single-handedly since 2017. I have had it all. I have been single, I have been married, I've been separated, I have been I don't talk too much. I don't want to talk too much. We'll break those eyes when we get there. So I have seen a lot, I have heard a lot, I have mediated a lot on a lot of issues, and I think that yes, Augusta, you think this is it. This is a part. So I have passed through this part. I have I have walked on this path. I have navigated through this path. I can hold the light for somebody to go through this path, whoever it is. I can hold the light for you to go through this path. I can guide you seamlessly. I can guide you on what to do, how not to make mistakes. I can guide you. I can guide you on safeguarding your marriage. I can guide you even if the marriage is like that, broken, or wherever you are, if you're with social service, you are with whoever, I can guide you. I've been everywhere. Hey God, you know get the calls so I never go for this country. I've been everywhere. I've been with social service. Up to like 2017 when social service went off my case. I had three social workers. I've worked with three social workers. I've been to where I wasn't in the divorce court. That was done on my behalf. So I've been summoned to a divorce court. There's a petition. Is that the right word to use now? No. I've been to customary court. I've been dragged to my village Igwe. We don't call it Igwe, we call it Onoje. I've been dragged to my Onoje. So I've spoken to my Onoje. Yes, the Onoje of Uromi Aslim. I've spoken to him one on one. I've been dragged there. My family has been dragged there to the chief, our king, Uromi King. I've been dragged there. Yes, yes. I don't work out. I have been to the family court in the UK. I have been to what do they call her? How they call that court? High Court of Justice. Is it High Court of Justice? I'll put the picture of the court for you. When I enter that court, I fear, I shake. When I enter that court, I dobale. You know, I have been to courts. I have been with social workers. I read health and social care in this country. During the course of my study, I've read cases. I have done a lot of research on this whole thing. Is an interest to me. I did a bit of psychology, and while doing psychology, I studied the mind of an abuser. I studied the mind of a woman who has Stockholm syndrome. I know, by the grace of God, I know a lot, and I think God. You know, in my life, I believed something. You know, I believe that everything in life happens for a reason. God will not allow it to happen if it is not for a reason. You know, God prepared. He said, even before we were conceived, that He knew us. So God did not bring us here just to come and pass through, just come and walk through. No, He brought us in here for a reason. When God brought in Moses, Moses came when there was trouble in the land. Moses came in when Pharaoh was buying all the young men. That was when Moses came. God brought him for a time like that. God brought him for a reason. When Moses came, God taught them how to hide him and keep him and hide him and brought him into the palace for him to learn. He has to learn. God has took me through some places that I never believed my feet will step on. God took me through those places for me to learn. And after a while in the palace, God took Moses again from the palace. You think it's just because of Moses' hunger to care or to like fight for his people? Do you think that's the reason why Moses went out to on life an Egyptian, not Egyptian, this is my tongue, that made him to go into exile? No. It's for a reason. The paths are being directed by God. The puzzle will come together at the end of the day. You will understand why. God placed that in his heart. He placed that burden in his heart so that he will go and do that. Moses can be in the palace and say, I don't care. Moses can be in the palace and he will not even get in contact with the person who would let him know that, oh, guy, see, you are not part of one of these people. You are from this place. You are not from that place. God wanted him to go to that palace. God wanted him to grow in the palace, for him to know what's happening in the palace before he took him from there and took him back into the wilderness where he has to train him. Yes, where he has to train him. Yes, I have sat with a lot of people that my poor father Stephen never work out with. I have gone through parts. I have been with people, and God, I believe that my parts or the things I have met on my way, they are training. They are training because God has a plan. Because God, there's a reason why God has sent me through these parts. Just the blab. Mona just take my rant as it is. So Moses was sent into the wilderness. He went to wherever he went to his father-in-law's place to learn patience, learn a lot of things. Yes, for him to desire a woman, and for him, instead of him to work for 7 years for that woman, he was made to work for 14 years. Oh, yes. He was tricked by his father-in-law. But however, God backed it up. God wants it to be like that because God wants to train him on how to be patient, on how to be a go-getter. Because the battle ahead of him is going to be a tough one. The battle ahead of him will take patience for him to be able to get through where he is going to. So God had to take him through that. Something that he's supposed to get in 7 years, others were getting it in 7 years, but God made him get it in 14 years. It took him 14 years to be able to get through to get his wife. And then God made him go through the bush, the wilderness, everything before he came to Pharaoh, before he came to face the man, the reason why he was originally betted, the reason why God brought him to this earth before he faced it. I easily forgive people when they wrong me. It will hurt. I'm human. Now blood, they work for my body. It will hurt me for a while. But as time goes on, I tend to forgive people because I feel that it's not you. The Bible says, and the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh. It was not Pharaoh that was doing those things. The Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh for him, for his name to be, for something that he wants to be done to be done. God hardened the heart of Pharaoh. For some things to happen in your life, God has to make some things happen to you. God has to harden the heart of some people. God has to make some things a bit difficult for you because he wants you to learn, because he wants to train you. Have you forgotten the story of Elijah and Elisha? God has a plan. God has a reason. So I believe that my being in this whole situation was for a reason. Just recently, I was talking to somebody and a friend in church. We were just gisting, and I said, we're talking. No, it was not like it's a planned thing. I was like, okay, yeah, I remember. She was talking about David, my son, and I was like, oh, no, that one, no worry, now Pastor Ingubi. I was like, he has God brought him here for a reason. This is it. When I was conceiving him and all that, I was like telling him the story. I said, you don't know, say now Pastor David go be like him, Papa. And she was like, was your ex a pastor? I said, yes. He's not just a pastor, he's a geo. He said, so you be mommy geo? I said, stop, don't be mommy geo. I better leave that to you, We were just joking, and he said, oh, really, Sister Augusta? So your ex was a whatever. I said, yes, Google him, that was his name. And then she Googled him and she said, ooh, see your name here. I'm like, what's that? And then she brought it out. I was driving. She brought it out and said, come and see something. I had to park in the parking lot and say, can I see? And then they opened it and I saw that my life, my whole story from beginning to the end of this whole course, whatever, Boraha, is online. I never knew that my story was online. However, I knew that when I went to the high court, the last court I went to in, I think March, April this year, I remember I was told that journalists will be allowed into the court. The ones who've been attending before were just family courts, so those things were treated in a closed whatever. But this one, for some reason, they said that journalists will be allowed into the court. Initially, I don't see journalists, so I don't know how they get the full gist. So, excuse me, now, everything, the whole story, my name, my story, my family story, God, thank God, my children's names were put out there, and I'm happy about that. So, law students are going to use our case as precedent when they are writing their law, whatever, when they are doing their research and all that. They are going to use our case as precedent. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? My whole story now will be used as a reference to other cases when they are in court. When I saw it, I kept it away from the children. I'm like, they will not see it now. They'll see it some other time. Maybe when they grow up a bit, they'll see it. And then yesterday, my son sent a screenshot of that same thing to me. He sent a screenshot. He didn't even send a screenshot of the one I saw. He sent a screenshot from the one that was on one Nigerian newspaper, online newspaper. And when he came back from school, I said, come, how did you get this thing you sent to me? That he was discussing with his friends, and they were talking about their father, and he said his father is on Google, and that was how he Googled his father. That was how he saw that. Really? Really? Till now, I never know as I want to put the story for ground for them. I don't know what to say, how to say it, but they are big. I've got two teenagers, one preteen, and one 9 years old. So if or when they read those things, they will understand everything. Our life is out there. I know my YouTube people, my subscribers, some of you must have seen it. Some of you may have not seen it. But yes, that's it. It's there. I'll put a screenshot of what I'm saying here. If the spirit lead, I may put a link on that for you guys because I want to read it. Because I'm doing this. I just felt God has a reason. God has a plan. I may not understand the puzzle now, but at the end of the day, those pieces will just join, and I will understand why this whole thing is just unfolding. I know there's a reason. And that is why I used to tell people that be careful what you do, especially what you do online. If you don't care about what people will say because you are a liberal human being, be careful because your children will grow. Yeah. We've been doing this court matter for almost 7 years, or if not more. These kids were children. They were kids. They were babies then. Now they are grown. Now they can handle a phone. Now they can Google. Now they can Google, whatever. Now they can get informations online. Good or bad. They can get it online. They will read it and they have their own sense. They're going to know what to do at the end of the day. This video is getting so long. It's almost more than 17 minutes now. I know Sakonya come blab, talk here and there. But all line of what I'm saying is that I am going to be dealing more on family issues, life in the UK, family in the UK, Niger families in the UK, just issues about, you know now, relationship, immigration, not like talking about immigration, no, people, migrants, people where migrants come this way and the things where they happen, how you can, not really gossiping them or repeating what has happened, no. I think I'll be talking more on how you can handle some things, how you can navigate through social service if you are involved, because I see a lot of people getting involved with social service, how you can navigate through it, if you are having issues with your spouse, or you're having disagreements, or you whatever, how you can handle issues and not get into trouble. Those are most of the things I will be talking about now. So far, I am back to YouTube after 4 whole months. Thank you to all of you that have waited. Thank you again to those that checked on me. Thank you to those that thought of checking on me but couldn't check on me. I thank you all. I have to go now, and then I have to come tomorrow again. I promise you guys, this is December. By the grace of God, I'll try to drop one video every day. I hope I can because I'm working now. There's a whole lot that has happened since 4 months. And maybe that's what I will be updating you guys on. I hope I'm able to do that. Thank you guys. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. Sign out.